my can I never day. Rain, rain, go away to Spain. Because my friend loves it. And I wanted it nice and sunny on the day I was gonna go shopping. But no. Ah! This is why we can't have nice things, folks. This is why we can't have nice things. Ah, good morning, Mabel. Ah! I'm almost... Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, there we go. It's in. There we go. I'm running a little slowish this morning, but I made it. I'm not late. And happy. Oh, crud muffin. Oh! Oh, there. Ow. Ooh, loud. I'm loud. Why am I so loud? Ooh. Probably not loud to you guys, but I was loud to myself. Good morning. I'm going to start in a second. I got the stream going. I just don't got myself going. I was trying to put in an earring. I don't actually usually wear earrings that much. Not because I don't like them. I got them and stuff. But, I mean, I don't wear them because they fall out a lot. So, if I'm going to wear them, I want to wear them somewhere nice. And anyway, I'm going shopping later, and I'm going out to eat tonight. So, I thought I might look somewhat of a presentable human being. Okay, there we go. Now I'll pull up the actual chat instead of my phone. Yep. Oh, I forgot to change my wallpaper. I usually change my wallpapers to be something that I actually drew. So let me do that real quick. There we go. I drew that. I didn't draw those ever pictures. I mainly do this because some people get so picky when you show off your art, even if it's on your desktop, like as a stream, and it's like, whatever, I won't do it. And also, people sometimes will ask, like, hey, did you draw that? And I'm like, no, I didn't. They expect your art to be in the stream. So, that's why I always try to have my own artwork in my own streams. This picture that is actually on my desktop is actually... Oh, you can't see it. I just realized you can't see it. You can't see anything, man. The stream cover's still on. I'm talking about desktops here, and you can't see my desktop. Anyway, there we go. That picture is actually inaccurate, though, because I've updated Masato's design now. Oh, good morning, Derek. Morning. Get all straightened out. Gonna put that right there behind me. And now let's get some mood music going. Can you guys hear me okay on stuff? Because I got my microphone adjusted a little differently, and I would fix it, but that would involve unplugging it, and I don't want to risk detaching the audio from the stream, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, I would so love to listen to Honeyworks. I love that band. They are so fun. I like most of their songs. It's a nice Sojoy J-pop band, and it's like one of my favorites, and I love him, and I would be listening to them right now. But my channel would be nuked from outer space by Sony. I can't listen to any of these songs. I even have a playlist set here for music that is like copyright, but they allow me to play it because it's from indie YouTubers and stuff, like Amelie and stuff. But I realized that there's one song on here that I can't play because I got copyright. And I'm like, what was it? And I realized Amelie lets me play her music, and all these other content creators let me play them, but Mori Calliope, no. She belonged to Hololive, and Hololive thanked Sharon because I actually have one of her songs in there and I forgot. Anyway, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my YouTube music. Oh, that's right. It's down here. It's actually on this playlist. It's past the copyrighted stuff, so there we go. Turn it down a smidge. Oh! Okay, so today I'm going to be finishing this drawing, which is a kind of a re-up design of my lovely girl, Kaila Laciteyen, and Never character Yakashiki. Both are the main characters of my original series, Tales of Hollows, which is something I'm not currently working on, but I do want to work on it, and I'm trying to just work on Revolution Full Color. I actually have finished, okay, so I actually have finished chapter, I'm redoing the chapters, going over spelling mistakes, and also just kind of fixing things up a little bit. So I actually did finish redoing chapter 0, so I made, like, corrected a little bit of art mistakes, spelling errors, reworded things a little different, because, I mean, I changed my main villain's name, so my main villain, her, let me actually open this up on, her, she used to be named, Zhang, but I changed it to Ji, mainly because of some symbolism with that, and I like the name. I like the meaning that I got for the name of Ji and such. So, so I changed it, and I also, fixed up a few things. Then I gotta do chapter 1, and then I gotta do, chapter 2, which I just finished going over, and I'm pretty happy with chapter 2, so I think I wrote it pretty well. And so I need to draw that. But I won't be doing anything right now because I just got some commissions. Yeah, I'm an artist who does commissions. I don't really do them that often because I'm not very confident in selling off my art because it's like, I don't think I'm good enough to be sold. You really like it enough to pay for it? But one of my friends, she's been a very loyal customer of mine, and she just ordered one. So I'm going to be working on that right after I'm done with this, because I do not want to disappoint at all. And also, I'm also working on another project too. It's going to be an animation, but it's going to take a long, long time. I'm not really going to show anything about it, though, because if it fails, no one but me will know. And like maybe 2 friends. So if I fail, I'll just kill them and get rid of the evidence. Anyway, let's get on to working on this right now, though. I am working on a few side drawings too, a few personal drawings. This being one of them. So let's get back to this. And I'm not actually going to be doing this in clipstudiopaint at first. Because I need to fill in and do a lot of the base coloring properly. So I'm going to be opening up my old-time friend Sai. I haven't used painttoolsai in so long. I only use it once in a blue moon now, and I still like painttoolsai. But, I mean, let's face it, clipstudiopaint, it just got a lot more. I mean, look at all of it. I mean, it's got so many brushes, so many effects, so many tools. painttoolsai, you get like these tools, and then you get some crude line art tools, and you get a little, you get like 1 grain filter. So that's basically what I have in in painttoolsai. So it's just like, I love you, baby, but I can do more in clipstudiopaint. But I still do love it. And one thing about painttoolsai is it hasn't given me any frustrations. Oh, let me get oh, good morning, Ark. Hi, it's so nice to see ya. I think I scared you was my one post that I made. But yes, right, hearing me just fine. Also, nice new artwork. Love the respective. So seems colorful characters. So you seem to like a lot of colorful characters. Literally, what are your thoughts on? Not sure what the word is. Very heavy shadows and very heavy and shadowed artwork, like Sin City, where it's largely black and white with key colors. I mean, yeah, I like that. I like doing that stuff. I wouldn't want to do it like all the time, but like I do like where it's got like a lot of blacks and stuff. And Dre says, commission me to take them out. I could use some money. I think that devious giggle scared me more. Well, the reason why I sent you that, don't pull up the news. No one wants to see that. The reason why I sent you that is because that character is, from, see, the J-pop music that I've been listening to. So I've been listening to a lot of, J-pop music, but I listen to it, like, really low, like I have now, so it's just, like, lightly in the background, and I listen to the background while I'm watching true crime. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I gotta go back. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm, watching it while I'm listening to true crime. And I said, so is that weird, or is it the most girliest thing out of all? But the J-pop music I'm specifically listening to is Honeyworks, because I love them. And the girl giggling that I sent you is from the Honeyworks animes, because they started off as Vocaloid songs, and then they started getting professional. Once they started making the CD dramas and the movies, they had professional Japanese seiyus, like really talented people like Yuki Kaji, not Yuki Kajira, performing in it and stuff, and they're the ones who sing the songs now. That's one reason why I like them so much. But I like just the ones with their in-house performers too. But I do have to admit the talented seiyus behind them is pretty cool. So anyway, then later on they started coming out with like some anime and stuff. So that is what I sent you. She is from the Honeyworks anime. Chat's moving fast today. I can't keep up. You have full permission to use any soundtrack I make. They aren't good, but go ahead. Oh, I didn't know you made music. Cool. I might check it out. Yeah, I don't like messing around with things with YouTube. Like, I know my brother, Nara, he likes to play things a lot more loose and free. I just don't like dealing with the aggravation. So even if sometimes I know something's in, like one time I got a copyright claim, and I'm like, I'm fairly certain the person did not own it because it was Kingdom Hearts music, and this seemed like an individual trying to copyright claim it, and I'm like, I know this isn't you. I mean, I know this isn't, I don't think this is in your right, but I just didn't feel like dealing with it, so I just cut the clip out of the stream, so it's like, I just rather not deal with the frustrations. That's one reason why I always, like, even with Amelie's music, like, obviously she does let people use her music in her in your videos as long as they're not making money, which I'm not, so that's cool. But I don't like always seeing that copyright claim there, so it's just like I just rather use, that's why I use YouTube audio music. One person asked me, like, what songs are you using in this video? And I'm like, it was my Disney princess well, it wasn't Disney, it wasn't all Disney, but it was my princess collection calendar wheel. It was like Disney princesses, Barbie, and 20th Century Fox and Nest princesses. So yeah, I used a lot of music in it, but I'm like, I don't remember any of it. It's all from YouTube audio library. I think sometimes YouTube will automatically credit. And this is one reason why I also don't like painttoolsai. It's more, it's a little bit more limited in what you can do. Because it's like, these are the only line art tools you got. You got this curved line, and this straight line, and then a pen, which is just like the equivalent of the base pen. The closest thing like it in clipstudiopaint would be the G pen. And meanwhile, on Paint Tools and clipstudiopaint, I can use any of these brushes on their quote-unquote vector layers. So yeah, these are called line art layers in Clip Studio. I mean in painttoolsai, but in clipstudiopaint, they're vector layers. So, but a vector layer is a lot more, has a lot more range than a line art layer, which is another reason why I use clipstudiopaint more. But that said, I think that both of them are very good, and I think I was going to say it earlier, but I got cut off by my own train of thought because my brain does that. I haven't had as much aggravation with painttoolsai because once I got it, because I think I may or may have not started off with an unofficial version because my brother got it and put it on my computer, and I didn't really it started having a glitch and wouldn't export anymore. It also wouldn't handle any big drawing like at all. Like, it's always not been able to handle big drawings that well, but it couldn't even anymore, like anything remotely close to being big. So I'm like, okay. But once I got my new computer, not this one, the computer that I had before this, which was my all-in-one. Don't recommend getting those if you're going to be someone who uses their computer for what I use it. Like, if you're just someone like my mom, then yeah, it's fine. But all-in-one for me, like, I stream, do video games. Well, I wasn't streaming back then, but I wanted to stream. And it's just like, nope. It sounds like a rocket ship taking off to outer space. It doesn't sound good. So I'm like, I had to get a new one. And I swore to myself I would buy a new one. And I did. Even right now, it doesn't sound that pretty. And I think the one reason why is because painttoolsai is open. Because, like I said, painttoolsai is a little bit more, it's a little bit more limited. But like I said, once I got a new computer and I bought the official one from the official website, which apparently hasn't updated since the dinosaur ages. I've had no problems with this. Meanwhile, clipstudiopaint, I've had several little glitches with it. I did get them fixed though, but that wasn't like that. And then also they switched to that whole entire format where you can, like, it's kind of a semi-subscription base, but you can still buy it one-time purchase. You just won't get any of the update patches. And if you do want those update patches, then you have to just like buy the next version up. And that's what I did. I bought the next version up. I got so freaking mad at myself though, because I could have gotten it on sale and I didn't, because I didn't know how to do it, because I was too much of a retard. I lost out on so much money. So yeah, that was a little frustrating, and little moments where I've had like glitches. But that said, the benefits of clipstudiopaint outweigh the negatives that I've had. And the one thing that I've always loved about painttoolsai over clipstudiopaint is the fact that this just works so much nicer, the selection tool. That's why I'm here. I still haven't figured out how the stupid selection tool works. I've been using clipstudiopaint since 2020 and I still don't know. That's 5 years, folks. 5 years. Anyway, I gotta get back to the chat because we are cooking today, folks. What's your commission rates? Where do I look? There is a link. Okay, so I think I took it out now because, like I said, I'm not very confident in selling my art, but also I had a bad experience in 2023. I may or may not have gotten, or was it 2022? I don't know. I don't remember. Is it important? No, probably not. I had a bad experience in that. I was very stupid, and I may or may not have gotten scammed out of some money because I was acting like an idiot, and I got tricked by a Chinese person pretending to be someone else. It wasn't a pretty situation, so because of that, I got a little nervous. To be fair, though, to my I wasn't in a good headspace because I lost my tablet and I had to buy it, and then some other things were going on in my personal life, so I wasn't thinking, and I ignored all the obvious signs. Like now, if I was like, I'm hitting myself every time I think about it. But anyway, there's a link in my videos, and this is the commission info. But I'm warning you, if I don't feel like I'm gonna be confident in drawing it, I won't accept it, because it will look rushed, it will look messy, and I will be totally unsure of it, and it's like, I can't charge for this, so I just can't accept something that I'm not going to feel confident in drawing. So I can't, guarantee that I'll accept it. I mean, I'm touched when people want to order something from me, and I love it that they would even consider me, but at the same time, I don't want to disappoint, and I'm not an expert at drawing, folks. I'm not. I want to get better. I want to get better every single day. I really want to practice some things with my anatomy. Anyway, TV is cute. It makes more sense now. I would check out the music, Little Sheep. I have put out. I would not check out the music, Little Sheep. I put out one, and I don't think you want. No, probably not. I've been working on an iceberg. Yes, they're very overplayed. I know. For an online friend of mine, and it's been a doozy trying to piece it together, so I hope this stream helps it out. Oh, okay. Like, you mean one of those iceberg videos, like what Wendigoon does? The YouTuber Wendigoon. I like, that's cool. I'm just a little confused on what you mean by an iceberg. If I see, like, chats not taking very long, I'm gonna exit out, because I don't have a secondary monitor. I remember the very first time I streamed, and, I knew nothing about it, and, I was like, why can't I see the chat? And like, oh, you need 2 monitors to see it? Well, how am I supposed to do that? I don't got 2 monitors. And so it's like, I couldn't figure it out. And some people would say, well, it's obvious. It's like, well, I didn't know anything about streaming back then, so it's like, guess I couldn't. And I didn't have a cell phone back then either. But now I do, and I use my cell phone as my, for my chat. And, the only problem with that is sometimes it lags. Sometimes it gets caught, and, like, I'm, like, thinking, oh, I guess the chat's gone, I guess most people gone, or, I guess people just don't want to talk anymore. So it's just like, But then I'm like, wait, it's taking, like, really long. There ain't nobody talking. And I'm like, and then I refresh and I'm like, no, everyone was talking and I missed it. I'm gonna change the paper color to a bright, like, green. Because, sheep almighty dancing in heaven. I think I really threw my back out of place last night. It's never been this bad. I'm not usually the type to complain about this. I sound so old. I'm really anal about my line art. It's not a video, just a picture of an iceberg with all the entries and stuff like that. Oh, cool. I'm doing an iceberg of the Titanic. I'm doing an iceberg of the Titanic iceberg. You'd be shocked how much is under the surface. The Titanic crew was even more surprised. No, yeah. Chat's fine right now. I can see all you guys. It's mostly when it starts getting a little bit more filled. Although right now we're getting pretty good reach this morning. I'm so happy that people have stopped by. Especially because it's like I streamed some video games the last couple of times. And I'm like, I don't want to give people the impression that I'm a video game streamer. Like, I do like playing video games once in a while, and I actually think it's fun because it gives me a time to actually play video games. I think the next video game I probably want to do on stream, but I will fail miserably, is I probably want to do one of the Tales games, because I own all the Tales games that are available on Steam. My friend bought them for me. And, so I really want to, play them. I suck at them though, I think. Not good. The only battle game I'm remotely good at is Kingdom Hearts. And even then, like, anytime I get an achievement and I'm thinking I'm doing good, I'm just like, there's some insane maniac who's like a million times better than me. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I just don't dedicate every single ounce of my life to this game. I love Kingdom Hearts, but it's like, I don't play it every second. I was hoping it would be sunny today. It's not, it's rainy. This music sounds like the Destiny Island theme from Kingdom Hearts. I love it when I write a comment. Your bewilderment is so evident. Why is this weirdo writing paragraphs in my live feed? Yeah, I failed offer. Well, if you're into art games, I highly recommend Okami, or one Epic Mickey game. I haven't played Epic Mickey, but my brother owned it, and I did hear very good things about it. Oh, hi, Watts! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I need a catchy name for these streams. My friend Riot Kitty, she calls it the Riot Kitty Cafe. Her streams. I just call mine Live Sheep on the Loose. I love this character's design. Her design's been this, like, I've kind of redesigned things, like changed up her figure just a little bit, made her a little bit, like, I totally got rid of any muscular features she would have had and such like that. And I got rid of a few other things, but there's a lot of things that have been the same for a long time now. And the one thing that has been the same for quite a while, like a really long time, is her hair, and I love it. I hate drawing it though. It's so hard. It takes so long. Like, I already know that, like, if it's like, if I wanted to commission someone else to drawing her, I would be so over the freaking, like, I would get charged because it's like my characters are too detailed. They would charge me extra because you do get charged extra, at least from the artists that I would order from. That's the problem. When all the artists that I would want commissions, like, when I could afford them, I didn't have money. I didn't have, like, access to, like, I didn't have a PayPal, and I didn't have, like, money. And now that I can afford them, their prices went up, and now I can't afford them. And it's like, why? And I'm not complaining in that sense, because obviously they got booming increase of demand. They got every single right to increase their prices. I'm not gonna fault them for that at all. But it is still a shame nonetheless. Because I would have loved it. That's one reason why now I just kind of try to copy their styles. Some artists are so anal about that. They're like, you can't copy my style. And it's like, you can't really copyright your style, lady. I say lady because it was a woman artist who's complaining. But I know some men who do that too. It's like, you can't copyright your style necessarily. It's like anyone can draw in a certain way. It's the same reason why you can't copyright a recipe necessarily. You can have it be a secret, and you can have a certain, like, book style be copyrighted, but you can't actually copyright, like, a necessary recipe, if I remember correctly. But the point being is everybody takes inspiration from everybody. And it's like, I can understand about, oh, you don't want to trace your art. That's fine. I understand that. You don't want people to copy. You don't want people to steal or re-upload your art. That makes sense. You don't want it to be fed into an AI. That even makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense is when people are like, you can't copy my style. That's why I'm not an AI fan at all. I do not like it. I don't even like using it for things that people are okay with. Like, some people are like, oh, get this toaster. It's got invaded AI, and it's like, no, just give me a regular toaster that plugs into the wall and has an imprint of Hello Kitty's face in it. That's all I want. So I don't like AI at all. So I don't really like the idea of using it. I mean, I play around with Google Gemini or Grok once in a while, but I don't like it in the sense of it being something that I use in my daily life. No, not at all. But there's just the anti-AI brigade, like, is so annoying because some artists are just so like, oh, I drew this, so no one ever can draw anything remotely similar to it. And then you have the other side of the anti-AI brigade, where they're literally hunting down artists and bullying them and saying, you got AI art. It's like, no, that's not AI. Like, has anyone heard of that one situation? Was that one artist who drew the Mitsuri Kanroji art? It was like, that was so obviously not AI. It wasn't, because it's just like, these are just human error mistakes, and you could tell that it wasn't even quote-unquote mistakes. Some of it was just stylistic choice, and some of it was just because it was a whip that the person made. So it wasn't finished. They obviously were gonna polish it up, but they got bullied off the internet because someone said, accused them of being AI, and it's like, that is so mean. Like, I would never ask for any of that treatment, but at the same time, I admit it would be interesting if someone accused me of using AI. One, because I can easily prove that I don't use AI because I'm very documented in my speed paints and such, and my creations and stuff, so no. Two, I don't even know where any of, outside of Grok and Gemini, I've never even gone on any of the AI art platforms. I looked one of them up, but I didn't use it. Most of them, I think, are even paid subscriptions, which I don't have. So, no. But it's like, no, the people who bully people for using AI are way worse than the people who actually use the AI, I think. Because it's just like, I think a lot of it's just jealousy, I think, to be honest. Woman artists. The game. The game was fun. Yeah, my brother speaks highly of Epic Mickey. I don't think he's played it in years, but he likes it. You don't use AI, you are AI. Yes, I am. I'm I. Oh, my posture is not good for my back. What's wrong with my back? Why am I so old? Why am I an old, decrepit sheep? I was just like, I was getting changed this morning and I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? Yeah, that really helps that I put in the green. So what do you think I should do next, guys? Should I go on straight to the coloring phase? Or should I start working on Yuya? I think a part of me says to myself I should start working on Yuya because I haven't drawn him yet. Oh, that's another thing I changed. Kaila used to be 6'2", because I just thought it'd be funny if she was tall and slightly muscular, and she was a girl who wore like gothic Lolita clothing. But I really don't like that. And I was like, I made her slightly muscular because she's like, oh, she's physically strong, so she's got to be that. But I'm like, no, no, she's got superpowers, folks. She can still be thin and pretty. Not saying that, you know, muscular women can't be pretty. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying girly. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm just saying is I don't want her to be muscular. I don't. So I took away that aspect of her. So she's no longer muscular. She is tall, but she's not Amazonian height. She's not 6'2". I'm thinking I'm probably gonna put her at 5'7". Or maybe maybe 5'8" at the highest, but she's just gonna be that height. She is taller than the main boy character, yeah. But that's also because it's kind of like an Edward Winry situation, so eventually he would get taller than her when he grows up. I do like the Gothic Lolita style. Me too. I love it. I love it. I kind of toned down a little bit, so it's not that Gothic Lolita. It's just kind of Gothic. But I didn't get rid of it entirely. It's hard for me to tell what's the skirt and what's the hair. I probably should change the hair a different color temporarily. "5'7" is Bestel height. Yeah, to be honest, that's the height I wish I was. I'm about 5'4", almost 5'5". I'm the tallest one in my family, folks. Yay. I do wish I was like about 5'7". That is kind of my dream height. I think my friend says that's how tall she is. And it's like, yeah, I've seen pictures of her, and it's like, she definitely looks taller than me. Although, it's like, 5'4" isn't that short for a woman. Because it's like, I know a lot of women who are that height. But it's just like, I wish I was a little bit taller. Does anyone know offhand how tall Taylor Swift is? Not saying I want to be Taylor Swift. I don't. Okay, so my sister, she hates Taylor Swift. But I've just been indifferent to her for a long time. I've never, like, liked her. But I've never been to the point of where it's like, oh, if you give me a Taylor Swift song and I think it's good, I mean, like, I would listen to it or whatever. But I've never been, like, a fan. But I've never been someone who's had a visceral reaction to her. Now I think I am, just because of how popular she is and the way her fans act. And I know that isn't all her fault, but it's just like, you've gotten a lot more annoyingly present in my life. I think one reason why is because Taylor Swift is like the closest thing we got to Barbie incarnate. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, she's blonde, she's pretty, she does a lot of things that would appeal to a lot of girls. So it's like, yeah, I can definitely see where she's popular, but it's just like, you're starting to annoy me. Go away. But I still do have, like, I have one Taylor Swift song. It's only have it because it's the Hunger Games. I probably won't. And then I have one Taylor Swift cover. And that's as far as it goes. Although I did like, when I was watching the movie Fall Out Guy, which I thought was a really fun movie, was Ryan Gosling. I really did enjoy, not enjoy, that is way too strong. I didn't mind this, I didn't even know it was Taylor Swift, but I guess he was listening to a Taylor Swift song in his car and I liked it. I'm like, I kind of like the beat to this. Okay, so one star I really, really do not like at all is Billie Eilish. I do not see the appeal in her. I do not like her songs at all. I don't listen to really any modern pop song, star, whatever you want to call it. Like, I love J-pop, but when it comes to American pop, I'm like, nah. Nope. I think this be of Christmas music that's playing. Yes. Oh wait, no. Well, yes it is, but I mean it's also Christian music too. Yeah. Never really liked Swift. I think she's gross. Mabel says I hate pop. That doesn't surprise me, Mabel. I don't get that. Why am I not God Empress of my own stream? There's sometimes that a comment held for review, and I say, okay, show, and I'm like, okay, you can show it, and it's like, I never moderator handed it to you. It's like, no, they didn't. My ever moderator is only Nora Vanguard, and he's asleep, because where I stream at the godly times of the hour, when it's only you and God up, he streams at the ungodly times of the hour. I'm very predictable. I like rock and metal. See, I'm actually one of those people. I do not have a favorite. I don't think that there's any genre that's bad. I just have songs that I don't like. I guess American modern pop would be the closest thing to me not liking it. Like, I do not like any modern American pop. I do not like, I do not like, I do not like any, I don't like a lot of modern American rap either, or hip-hop. But even then, like I said, there's still always exceptions. And, like, I don't like modern American pop, but I do like the stuff that's from the early 2000s and 90s. Like, so if you, like, type in, Nightcore, like, I have a whole bunch of Nightcore pop songs. And I also have, like, some of the real things, too. Like, I do like that. One song that I think type I really like, but it's just dead, is I love dubstep. Dubstep was really big in, like, I think, like, the late 2010s and stuff, early 2010s, and then it kind of started dying out by the late 2010s. And it's funny because there's one he used to make dubstep covers of anime, and you could see when his videos are really popular, and he doesn't do much content anymore, and you can tell why, because it's like, it doesn't get the same amount of views. So it's like, oh my goodness, this is the death of dubstep in real time. And I'm like, I like dubstep. I love electric dance music. I love techno music. Me and my brother were watching Justice League Dark, and my brother was like, oh, it has some dubstep music in it later on. I'm like, this isn't dubstep. This is like techno stuff, but I don't consider this dubstep. There's no like deep, low. Like, I'm not a music expert, but I'm pretty sure this would not count as dubstep. Like, there has to be, like, those big beats in it or something. I don't know what the proper term is. But I'm just like, I think this is dubstep. But, yeah, if you want to know my opinions on the movie Dark, is because we're watching all the Justice League movies, animated universe movies, the ones that connect. So, from Flashpoint Paradox to Justice League Dark Apocalypse, and so far I gotta say most of them are mid. I have watched all of them already, but we're just rewatching them, and so far most of them are just kind of mid. My favorite ones are Flashpoint Paradox. I really did like Justice League versus the Teen Titans, and I liked although the title is deceiving, so I'll get it up, but that's to be expected. And I also liked Batman versus Robin, and I like it's very violent, and there's some parts I cannot look at all, and I fast forward for them, but I do like Justice League Dark Apocalypse. And I love, like, my favorite one is The Death and Reign of Superman. It's done pretty fast, but I mean, it is still really good. And it's like, it's the closest that I've got to feeling like classic Superman in, like, more modern writing. So I really did enjoy that one. We haven't gotten to that one yet. It's Teen Titans Judas Contract next. We just finished Dark, and so Teen Titans Judas Contract, and then after that it will be Justice Superman Death and Reign, and I love them. But as for Dark, I was like, the first time I watched it, I did not finish it because it was just like, this is boring. And the second time around, okay, I was like, actually, I'm invested in this. I actually like it. But then when we got to the ending, I was like, I'm bored. I want to go home. I'm already home, but I want to go home. It's just like, I'm just not interested in anything. I don't care. The only character I really like is, of course, Batman, but he ain't doing much. Zatanna is like, she's there, but she ain't. And, like, I don't need her to be there because it's like, I'm not one of those people who need a girl boss in their films, and I'm glad that the film was actually more men characters than females. Like, that's actually something that I actually don't like. Like, even when I was little, when I was more insecure and stuff like that, and I liked some things that I wouldn't like now because now I would just find them more feministic and annoying. I still never wanted more female characters, even at that time, like in my most quote-unquote feminist time. Like, I was a little bit of a feminist back in the day. I used to believe the wage gap was real, folks. then I got common sense. And I realized that if women do get paid less, then why aren't they hired more? Because companies are cheap, which is it. Anyway, moving on. Which then women shifted the goalposts to like, well, women are encouraged to stay home more. And I'm like, yes. If anything, I think it's kind of the opposite. I think women are encouraged to work more, and I think maybe that's why. But moving on. I think there's more to it, but I'm not gonna talk about that because that's boring. I'm gonna talk about superheroes. But point being is that even at my most like quote unquote feministic in my life, I never wanted more female characters than male characters. I liked it when there was only 1 to 2 female characters. Like at most I wanted like I wanted a ratio where there would always be like 1 to at least 1 more guy than female. And if it was going to be, I want an equal amount. I don't want more females, and I don't even really like an even amount, because it's just like I like the girl character being special. I like it if it's just her and maybe like a couple others, but I don't. It's like if I want a girls team, I'll go watch Witch, which is a very good show. But it's like I don't want like a girl character for every male character. I just didn't want that. Don't ask me why. I just like, outside the fact that I wanted the girl to stand out, it's just like, it just logicked more to me, because it's like, okay, boys are just gonna be, it seems like more likely that men would be, you know, superheroes. So it's just like, whatever. I liked it that way. And actually on every single team that I made, so for my superhero story, there are only 3 girls on the team. And I think there's like John, Rex, David, Rajay, Albert, Thomas. There are about 7 guys. Well, one of them dies, but there's still like 7, because it's just like I like having more men on the team. And you can say anything about that, but it's just the way I am. There's a lot past Justice League. Yeah, okay, so that goes into the Tomorrowverse. I've only seen 1 movie from the Tomorrowverse. Well, 2 technically. Batman: The Long Halloween. So yeah, I'm aware of that, and it ends with the Crisis on 2 Earth, and we're going to watch that. So we haven't watched any of the Tomorrowverse part, but we have watched all of the first part. That's what I meant. I also like the Constantine film. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch that. It's like a mini. It's like it wasn't labeled as the official film. It was like labeled as like a mini series or whatnot. And I'm like, I just don't think I'm gonna watch that, because I think it'd be a little too violent, and plus I just don't like I love Constantine's attitude, but I don't like things when they start, like, I like things, like, I'll watch things with, like, magic and stuff in it and stuff, but if it gets too dark or, you know, like, too heavy of it, then I don't like it. That's just me. Like, I can't say anything for anybody else, and I won't quote-unquote bokeh, but it's just, like, for me, personally, as a Christian, I just don't like it when it gets too deep and quote-unquote, satanic. Like, call me a pussy, call me, oh, you're just this Satan scare of the 90s, whatever. I just don't like it. That's just me. So, I just don't watch it when it gets too dark. But I also think that it might be a little too violent, because I'm also not gonna watch Suicide Squad Hell to Pay either. I'll skip that one. I'll have Nora watch it and then him give me the lowdown on what happened in it. But one reason why I also don't want to watch it is because I just don't like Harley Quinn. Deadshot's like whatever. The first time I saw him, he wasn't he was white, and so I just kind of always get mixed up by his character because I get him confused with Deathstroke, and it's just like I'm not really interested in him. Captain Boomerang is like, whatever, man. You're a boomerang. I like you because you're funny, but that's as far as it goes. And like I said, I absolutely hate Harley Quinn. I hate her with a passion. I was watching, well, it kickstarted us watching it because we were actually doing Once Upon a Time rewatch. And I got sick, so we couldn't really do it anymore because we're recording our reactions to that for my brother's YouTube channel. He'll probably never put it on because he'll never get it done editing. But point being is that once I got sick, we started watching Superman. Darn it, what's it called? It's called. There's a video game. Gods Among Us. War? Was it called War? That doesn't sound right. Whatever, maybe it was called War. It was the one where, you know, Superman ends up killing the Joker because the Joker, and it's just like, one person was bringing up the sympathetic straw man. It's like, oh, Superman should have not, because everyone was saying Superman was so wrong for killing the Joker, and it's like, yeah, Superman was, like, definitely wrong for doing the Ever stuff, but he was not wrong for killing the Joker. The Joker was a maniac. If Superman doesn't do it, someone else should. And I just, like, I was, like, getting so annoyed by Harley Quinn, and I was just like, I hope. And it's like, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's like, why can't someone put this? Like, everyone seems to like her, and I just, like, like her. Do not like her at all. I didn't even like her when she was fun. Like, I didn't even like her in Bruce Timm's verse, in the original anime series that much. I didn't mind her. I didn't hate her, but I didn't like her either. My first introduction to Harley Quinn wasn't even in the shows. My aunt, for some reason, bought me a Harley Quinn themed Barbie doll. Don't ask me why. It was a weird Christmas present. And I had no idea who she was at the time. And then I started realizing, all that I did know is that there was also pictures of a Poison Ivy and a Batwoman doll on the back. And I was like, I'd rather have those than whoever the flying flip this is. And then later on, I started getting into Batman animated series. So I didn't start, my first introduction to Batman was The Batman. I love that show. The animation is so good. I love it. It is really good. It's a kid's show, but I love it. I love The Batman. And, that was my first introduction. I saw it pretty much from day one to when I was there on day one of The Batman. And, watched all of it. And then, by the time, season 5 came out, I started getting into... that was when I started getting into Batman the Animated Series. And I watched Batman the Animated Series first, and then we watched, me and my brother Nora, then we watched New Adventures, and then we watched some of Superman the Animated Series. We didn't finish it, though, until, like, a lot later. Don't ask me why. We just didn't. And then we watched, Justice League Unlimited first, and then we watched Justice League. We watched them out of order. I remember our first episode on each one. It was the episode Little Piggy for Justice League Unlimited, and for regular Justice League, it was Maid of Honor. I remember that because both episodes had Wonder Woman in it and Batman. That's also my introduction to so many superheroes. And then after that, watched some of Static Shock. Did not watch all of it. Never finished it. I wish I did, but I didn't. Heard very good things about Static Shock, and I wish I would have finished it. It's on HBO now, so a lot of the shows are. Oh yeah, and then also at the same time of us watching Justice League Unlimited, We were also watching Teen Titans, which I really did enjoy. And then we start watching Young Justice and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and that was from day one. Oh yeah, somewhere in there was Spectacular Spider-Man. Anyway, Injustice, Gods Among Us. Thank you! 2 Suicide anime films. Arkhamverse is really solid. I'm playing. You mean the video games? Yeah, I'm playing the video games. So let me see. From what I remember, the Constantine film, the animated one, is funny. It's part where the animated Hellboy films on par was. Actually, what's your thoughts on the original 2 Hellboy films? I've never seen Hellboy, so I don't have any opinion on them. Sorry. Sick of seeing Harley Quinn. Injustice. Yeah, the 2 animated Suicide Squad films are actually good. The Arkhamverse. Okay, that's what you meant. Injustice is Gods Among Us. Yeah, thank you, folks. The Joker always deserves his just desserts. Yeah, I agree. Like, I can understand. I have no problem with Batman not killing. I know a lot of people are bothered by it, and I don't care. I don't mind that. But that said, I feel like ever people should just get rid of the Joker. And, like, if someone asks, it's like, how do you feel after murdering the Joker? It's like, how will you sleep at night? It's like a baby. I do not care. It's like, just someone send the Punisher in there and have him do it. And he's like, get rid of him. He's a menace. And it's like, half the reason why they can't kill him off is because he's the most popular character. But it's like, doesn't any of the ever villains just get sick of him? Doesn't, like, one good guy get sick of him? I don't know. I just feel like there are people who just be, like, wanting to end him. But yeah, anyway. You watched Batman Beyond? Yes, we did watch Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond was a little bit later. I don't think we started watching it until 2019. Don't ask me why. So, like, with Justice League Unlimited, Batman Animated Series, we, like, the Batman watched from day one. Right from it aired, 2004, was there, loved it. It was my introduction to Batman, and I still love it as an adult. Like I said, it's a kids show, but it is good. It's a very well done kids show. Justice League Unlimited, Teen Titans, a little bit of the Superman animated series. We didn't start watching those until I want to say 2010, 2011. And then, we did see random episodes on the television, but we didn't start consistently watching it until, like, 2000, I think it was 2010. Because it was still the dark ages of YouTube when you could actually post those. Because that's where we watched all that stuff, was YouTube. Because they just posted in free parts, and we loved watching it. And like I said, it was my introduction. And like I said, we also saw Teen Titans, and we watched that. And that was really fun. So that's how we watched all of those shows. That's how I also watched any Kim Possible episodes that I missed. So Kim Possible, I was watching from day one too. But there were some episodes that I missed because they did not air on ABC Kids. Because we did not have, what's the difference between cable and satellite? I think it's satellite. We didn't have satellite TV. So we didn't have access to Disney Channel. We just had access to ABC Kids, which aired every Saturday. So sometimes we would miss episodes of Kim Possible. So we watched any episodes of Kim Possible that we went, watched Teen Titans. That was all in 2011. And then, like, with Batman Beyond, for some reason, we didn't get around to it until, like, I think 2018, 2019. We don't like to admit that, though, because it's like, I love that show. That is really good. But for some reason it took us a long time to get around to it. Sad to say. And, I don't think I'm gonna get to you yet. It's taking me so long just to fill in all these lines. Okay, I'm gonna move forward because it's like, I don't care. Anyway, I highly suggest 2 Deathwater Hellboy films. He did a solid job. Hellboy, his adoptive father, is a nice old man. 2019 did not nail him at all. They had the hotel owner from John Wick play him. Oh, cool. Wait, what? The no-kill rule works under depending on the writer. Yes, I agree. First Hellboy film was about Nazi occult stuff, while the second is about fantasy house. I mean, Jason tried to. Well, yes, Jason gets an E for effort. Shame the writers didn't let him go, though. Usually, I roll my eyes whenever Joker is shoehorned in as a main villain. He's way too overused. I mean, I do like the Joker, so it's like, I do enjoy, like, my favorite episodes of the animated series in Justice League are the ones with the Joker in them. I really do like it, but I totally see that point, though. So I do like seeing ever Batman villains, too. But I'm not going to deny that some of the episodes that I do love, the Batman, Justice League, and he didn't appear in Unlimited, and Batman animated series are the ones with the Joker in it, but it's like, I can't understand that point. Hello, Wads, welcome back. Well, in Akon, Under the Red Hood. In Under the Red Hood movie, it did show an alternate ending where he did kill the Joker, and the comments had him killed off plenty of times, but he always comes back. The prince of not having linear self-contained line time. I wish they would kill off the character like the Joker to the very least to keep them locked away long enough to give Batman characters ever time. Yes, Batman has the most richest, most wonderful rogues gallery. I love them. Although half of the villains aren't people who won't let be villains because they're females. I was seeing this one clip. Here, actually, let me. I'm not gonna play the clip, but I will show it. Quote tweeted it. Yeah, this from this stupid Harley and Ivy show. I freaking hate that. I would never watch that show if my life depended. One, because it's just an adult show, and I hate a lot of adult shows because they just have the same type of humor, and I hate it. But one, because I hate Poison Ivy, and I hate Harley, and I definitely wouldn't want to see them together. Because it's just like, they won't let these women be villains, and they're like, they keep on doing villainous stuff, and they're like, well, you had a reason because a man did it, and, or with Catwoman, it's just like, oh, she has a reason because she's stealing from rich people, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, I hate it. Let the female villains be villains. Like, the only one I'll let get a redemption is Catwoman, but even then, like, a lot of the people I follow on Twitter hate her, and it's like, I can see why. I only like her because she's cat aesthetic. But I can understand why people don't like her. I don't like her half the time. I just like her costume. Well, even then, I don't always like her costume. Like, I hate it in Batman animated series. But that's just the way I guess I'm just built different than most women. I just don't like it. Yeah, Ivy found out yesterday I got a tear. Oh, that's so... Oh, I hope you feel better, Spaz. I'll pray for you. That sounds rough. I watched a bit of Harley and Ivy. Thought it was very meh, but let's just take a dump on Kite Man. Bit show drops off a cliff. I never seen Kite Man. Never seen Kite Man, if you're talking about the Kite Man TV show. But as for Harley and Ivy, I've seen clips of it. Like, it didn't seem that... Like, it just kind of seemed okay when it was first airing, but now it's just like, ugh, I hate this. It has a very specific type of audience, and the audience likes it, but that audience ain't me, folks. It's not me at all. Speaking of audience, okay. Speaking of... Going a little away from DC onto Marvel. So my first introduction to Spider-Man was the Tobey Maguire films. I didn't watch them all the way through, but I saw clips of them and I read, like, books. I couldn't watch the movies because my mom thought I was too young for them. Which is kind of weird because I think I watched Pirates of the Caribbean before I watched Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, so it's like, that's a little bit darker. But I do love the Tobey Maguire films. And that was my first introduction to Spider-Man, although I didn't see the movie. So my first real introduction was Spectacular Spider-Man. And I love that show. To this day, it is not just a good kids show, it is a good show in general. It has very smart writing, very tight neat. That is the quintessential version of Spider-Man. I would love it if I would have loved the show to continue and have Peter be, see him grow up and actually be Spider-Man and stuff like that. But it had wonderful writing, very stylized animation, so it is like kind of, it will not be for everybody, but I think that the animation was still good because it had very good movement and stuff like that. It was just very stylized and looked different. And yeah, there was some race changes and stuff, but they did it with characters who I weren't familiar with. They didn't like change the races of the most important characters, so I didn't mind. And so, and it was just a very good all around show, and I loved it. And it got canceled, and that was the only thing it did wrong, and I hate it. I hate the fact that it got canceled. I wouldn't want it to be rebooted again because Young Justice got rebooted and it sucked. Season 2 was okay. Well, Season 2 wasn't canceled, right? Season 2 still has good writing. I just didn't like a lot of the choices that they made, and it had way too many characters. But there was some really good moments in Season 2. Season 3, though, sucked, and Season 4... Like, Season 3 probably was worse overall. But Season 4 had moments where it was definitely worse than Season 3. So I wouldn't want it to continue because that would probably be what it would be like. So it's like, I've learned my lesson. I just don't have shows from your childhood be rebooted. It's not safe. So it's just like, I wouldn't like it. But that said, I loved that version of Spider-Man. And then after that, I started watching Spider-Man, the animated series from the 90s. And then I watched Spider-Man Unlimited. I watched Spectacular Spider-Man as it aired, but there was times between season 1 and season 2 there was no content of it because they just loved keeping kids in suspense. So in between my no time of Spectacular Spider-Man, me and my brother watched all of Spider-Man the animated series, so we started getting more familiar with his rogues gallery and stuff like that. And by the time Season 2 came out, we were like, oh, I actually know this character. I've seen him from the animated Spider-Man. So that was cool. In addition to the animated Spider-Man that we watched during the Spectacular Spider-Man hiatus, we also watched Spider-Man Unlimited. No, Ultimate Spider-Man. No, Unlimited. Wait, I posted it. Yeah, Spider-Man Ultimate. So Spider-Man Ultimate and Spider-Man the Animated Series we were watching at the same time. It was during when there was no Spectacular Spider-Man content, and that was really fun. I really did like those shows. I didn't like Unlimited Spider-Man Ultimate as much as the animated series. I thought it was a little bit weird because of it taking place like in an alternate universe and such like that. But I did enjoy them. I did enjoy it. I just didn't like it as much. Then I watched Spider-Man Unlimited, which came out after Spectacular Spider-Man. Did not like it as much, but I think looking back at it, if I went and rewatched it, I think I would like it a little bit more. For one thing, I would just appreciate that it's a nice 2D animated show, and it had pretty good animation. And we also saw Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is also a really good show. I love Avengers. I was watching that at the same time Young Justice was airing, and it was fun. It was so fun. Like, the TV was just so much better back then. And so yeah, those were like my introductions to Spider-Man, was all those shows. And I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite too. I haven't read any comics because I'm not a comic book girl, not because I have anything against comic books. I just never got around to it, and I never could find out where to start. So it's just like I couldn't just pick up a comic and read it. Plus there was no comic book stores around me, and Barnes & Nobles at the time wasn't selling any of them really. Well, I think it might have been, but I always associated where it was selling them as the adult section, so I never looked at them. So I've never been a comic book girl. I've never read any of the comic books, so I can't speak as a comic book girl. But as a superhero cartoon fan girl, which I am, more DC than Marvel. I haven't seen much Marvel cartoons, but the ones that I have watched, I really do enjoy, like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. But I still love Spider-Man. He's my favorite hero right next to Batman. So I didn't like the new Spider-Man show. I just watched it, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the one that's airing on Disney+. I thought it was awful, and it's just like, it's so funny because it's like, I can compare it perfectly to Spectacular Spider-Man because it takes place at the same time, it takes place with Peter being in the same age. I mean, not the same time period, but I'm saying is Peter Parker is like 16, 15, and he's just started off as being Spider-Man. He hasn't been him for very long, so it's the same time period. And oh my goodness, the writing in that is like night and day. Like, it really does show the difference between my generation and this generation. And the animation is just awful. Like, they're trying to go for the stylistic choice of like comic book, and that's all cute and stuff, but I think they're really just trying to hide the fact that Disney didn't give them enough money or time to properly produce it. Like, I won't blame the animators because they're all overworked and stuff like that, but it is obvious that they were trying to desperately hide the fact that they couldn't they couldn't give this show proper justice in good animation. So it sucked. I know, like I said, I know that the animators are probably overworked and stuff like that, and I don't like criticizing them that way, but the end result is that it sucked. It looks really bad. And like I said, the writing is it's just awful. Like, people will say, well, it's only episode 2, and it's like, yes, but at one time I only watched 2 episodes of Spectacular Spider-Man, and I didn't have that problem. Like, Spectacular Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, and even Spider-Man Ultimate. Like, those won me over from episode 1. I liked those just from the first second of that I saw of them. But it was this that's just like I watched 2 episodes and I didn't like it. And it's just like I didn't. And it's just like it wasn't good. And like I said, it's like you can perfectly compare it to Spectacular Spider-Man because it's everything is around the same time as that, but it's just like the writing's like day and day. Anyway, better get caught up with chat. Catwoman's Arkham Knight costume is very nice. Don't you love it when something that's meant to be adult is even more juvenile than something for children? Yeah, like I love it because it's like I saw this one video. Let me see if I can show it. I have this one big playlist. Oh, there it is. This one video, I have this entire playlist of like writing advice and reviews and stuff like that. But anyway, there's this one video right around. I probably should just give up. Oh, yeah, right here. The 7 Has-Been Hotel, the 7 Deadly Sins of Modern Writing, and it goes perfectly over it because like so many adult shows are just like they just throw in sex and language like non-stop because they think, oh, this is adults. It's like, no, you're writing this like a teenager who just discovered sex and profanity, and you found out that you're allowed to put it in your writing, and you do it just so nonsensically. And it's like, it's just like I don't. A lot of times, kids shows like was going back to the Batman series. It's like it's really good writing, and sometimes the censorship actually helped with it. I mean, not censorship, but the restraints that they had, because it made the story have to, try more to do things, and like so sometimes it was really good. It was really good. Anyway, too young for Spider-Man? Yeah, my mom wasn't sure if she wanted us watching it. My mom was one of those people who were like very careful what we watched when we were younger, and yeah, some people will say, oh, that's just like, that's no fun, your mom sucked, but it's like, nah, my mom did good. My mom did good. There's some things that's like, yeah, whatever. There needs to be a lace and frill right there, and there isn't, but I'll have to fix that when I go to clipstudiopaint, because I'm getting tired of just kind of touching up the line art. Yeah. You're welcome, Spaz. Too young for Spider-Man. My dad was, what are you, 4? Come here and watch this art. We were soldiers, I mean. Exactly, so true. They write things like back when parents first started allowing you to cuss. Yeah, that is so true. That is the way they write things, and I hate it. I hate it. But yeah. Okay, now to fill in this silver. See, the selection tool just works so much nicer in here. And I don't know why. I've just always been able to get it to work more nicer. But anyway, point being is that I'm gonna rewatch the first episode of the animated series and Spectacular Spider-Man show just to take a look because I am curious. And but yeah, at first glance, it's like your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man did not win me over like at all. Like I don't think I'll continue it because it's like, I got a life, folks. I rather watch other things that I enjoy. Like last time, I watched, yesterday I watched, in addition to watching Spider-Man, I also watched a whole bunch of My Hero Academia. Like, there are a few things that I will watch that are bad. Like, I still will watch Young Justice Season 4 and 3. Even though I hate them, I will watch them quite a bit. Don't ask me why. I think I just like suffering in that. But there are some things that I'm just like, I will not watch. Like, I just like, I won't, I got other things to do. Like, if it's only something that amuses me. Like, Young Justice is bad, but it's like, it's kind of entertainingly bad. Young Justice Season 3 and 4, that is. Like I said, Season 2 is still good. I just don't, it's just not, it's as great. But the writing, it does still have a lot of good things in it that I like. One thing that it doesn't have that I don't like is it doesn't have enough Nightwing in it for my taste. Like, for some reason, I can never get good Nightwing. Like, when he's Robin, I love him. Robin's one of my... So my favorite heroes of all time, folks, are Batman, Wonder Woman when she's done right. But a lot of times she isn't, so she ain't up there. That's why I'm more hesitant to say Wonder Woman is my favorite. But if Wonder Woman is done well, like how she's done in Justice League Unlimited, or even the Wonder Woman 2017 movie, I actually really did like her in that, then I do love Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman and Batman. Batman's my favorite. Spider-Man's my favorite. And Robin's my favorite. I specifically love the Dick Grayson version. My favorite versions of Robin are Teen Titans and Young Justice. And the Batman. So in order would be probably Young Justice at number 1. Teen Titans at a close 2. Very close. Like, so close. And then the Batman. And then Batman the Animated Series. He was a little bit older in that. And I just didn't find him quite as enjoyable. He was a little bit more bland. I liked Tim's version of Robin more, even though that version of Tim was kind of a little bit more like Jason Todd. But I really did like Tim, so it would probably be Tim Drake from the Paul Dini and Tim run, and then the Dick Grayson of that. But it's like I never get, even though Dick Grayson is my most favorite, I never get a good Nightwing because by the time he became Nightwing and Young Justice, the writing sucked, and I'm like, I do not like this. Do not like this. Have you ever seen Batman the Brave and the Bold? Oh, I forgot to mention that. I have seen Batman the Brave and the Bold. Okay, so Batman the Brave and the Bold is a show. I did not like it really as much. I did like a lot of episodes, but I didn't like it as much. Rewatching it now as an adult, I love it. I love Batman the Brave and the Bold. My favorite versions of Batman are the Batman, Batman Brave and the Bold, and when I say the Batman, I mean the 2004 TV show, not that version was Sparkle Underpants. Okay, I'm just gonna open this up now because I'm done. I'm so done. So this is the clip file version of this. So now I'm gonna open up the Photoshop version because painttoolsai can open up clip files naturally, but clipstudiopaint can. They both can open up Photoshop files. So I'm gonna get rid of this color. And there we go, folks. That's how you color things really quickly. Now, I'm going to take a break on her because I think I've already done enough. So I'm going to start working on Yuya. Oh, okay. It's like, I got for he's like, Batman Burning the Bulls, will I shy it? I was like, okay. Then I saw, oh, my child. Okay, so I think you mean, so I'm going to assume, John Wick, that you mean that it was good. Okay. Yeah, but I really do love Batman Burning the Bold now. I can safely say that I really do love it now. But yeah, my favorite TV superhero shows of all time would be Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Batman Brave and the Bold, The Batman. Well, pretty much. Okay, so The Batman, and then Teen Titans, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series, Batman the New Adventures. So pretty much all of the Paul Dini Timverse stuff. I pretty much like all of it, almost all of it. Like I don't like the Harley Quinn movie, and I didn't really like Justice League versus the Fatal Five. Those were newer stuff. I like all the older stuff pretty much. And I like Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Young Justice. And those would probably be my favorite shows of all time. Maple says, he's just been reduced to hee. Look at my thumbs. Being a fan Nightwing is pain and suffering. Yeah, I know. I said it. I said it. I said, I mean, I didn't, never mind. Never mind. Yes. I can't see the chat very well because, there's a heart emoji in the way because of the stupid care thing, so I have to wait until someone else, moves, comments to see the one that is, yeah, Batman Brave and the Bold was my childhood. Yes, it was my, like I said, I think it was like in my tweens when I started watching it, but I was really good. I liked the music a lot from Batman Brave and the Bold. Yes, Batman Brave and the Bold was very good. And yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Mabel. I want to like Nightwing, but for some reason they won't let me. They won't let me like Nightwing because he's just like, what, a good booty, a juicy booty now. And I've never even been the type of girl who likes that feature. Like, that's never been my, like, it's not the noticeable trait that I've really cared about in, like, men. But, yeah. But, okay, I'm just gonna, I said I was gonna look on YouTube, Yuya, but my artistic nature won't let me, because I'm just like, I'm seeing green where I shouldn't be seeing it. I gotta patch it up. Thoughts on Batman Year One? I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember liking it. I really did like, I really do like The Dark Knight. Not the Christopher Nolan. Not the Christopher Nolan movies. Although I do like those too. I I haven't seen number 3 yet. I heard number 3 isn't as good, so it's like that. I didn't watch number 2 until a lot later. I actually saw number 2 before that was the one superhero movie that I saw before, that was live action, that I saw before my brother and my sister. And I really did enjoy them. And then, like, I used to not be interested because I was like, Heath Ledger's version of the Joker was just so different, but it's like, I actually was surprised. I had my low expectations down low, and I was actually surprised. I really did like it. And that movie also has my favorite line in it, like, of all time. One of my favorite movie quotes is, you either see yourself, die, you know what I'm talking about. I can't, my brain's fried this morning, so I can't read. You know, you live long enough, you die as a villain, or you live long enough to see yourself become... You die as a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. There. I think I said some semblance of it, folks. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movie quotes of all time. But anyway, I liked, for animated movies, yeah, I really did like Frank Miller's recreation of The Dark Knight, Part 1 and Part 2. Those were really good. Batman cartoon was a hot take. Brave and the Bold animated series. I can understand that. I like animated series still more, but I can easily understand why people like Batman Brave and the Bold now, especially as an adult. Like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't really... Because I think it's just because I liked more darker stuff back then, because I was an edgy 13-year-old, 11-year-old. I forget how old I was. But I just like... Batman Brave and the Bold was a little too campy for me, but now as an adult, I'm like, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. But I probably do like animated series still more. But like I said, I can definitely see the appeal in Brave and the Bold now. Why so serious? You either die as a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Yes. Thank you, folks, for helping me in my sheep moment where my brain fries like an egg. I'm not wearing hockey pads. Yes, that's a funny quote, too. Marvel ruined. Like, if we're talking about Marvel for movies, I mean, I love, like, a lot of the early MCU films. Like, I haven't seen Thor, really. Never saw the first Hulk. But I love Captain America. I love Captain America. A lot of people love Civil War. I didn't actually really like Civil War that much when I came out. So I gotta re-see it. But I love the first I love all 3 Iron Mans. I know a lot of people say the endings are blah, meh. But I like them. I really do like them. And any flaws that number 3 has, and it's just like, I can look past it because Robert Downey Jr. just does such a good job of playing Iron Man. Endgame has some problems in it, but I did like it. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy films. All 3 of them were good. I really did enjoy them. I liked, I never saw Black Panther, because it's my dad trying to work out a cereal box in the background. But I liked, for Ragnarok, and I liked, I'm trying to remember all of them, because I'm being distracted by cereal box in the background. And I liked, okay, let's word this way. I liked pretty much all of them, and up to Endgame. I had problems with Endgame, but I still liked it. And the only ones I did not like I've never seen Black Panther, but from what I've heard of it, I do not like it. I like the version. I like Black Panther, but I like him like in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I did not really like Marvel's version of him. No disrespect to Chadwick Boseman. He played him really good. I just didn't like the movie. From what I've seen of it, from everything I've seen and heard, do not like Captain Marvel. I never will watch Captain Marvel. To me, she'll always be Miss Marvel, and I just did not like. I don't like. I didn't like it at all, and I never had any interest in seeing it. And I did not like Brie Larson as an actress. I didn't think she did good. But and I didn't watch the first Hulk, nor did I have an interest, and I didn't like For Dark World. So I think that's the only ones in like from the beginning to Endgame that I didn't like. And like I said, Civil War was just okay. Oh, and I don't like, hot take, I don't like any of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans. The ones I like the most is I remember when I watched number 1, I was like, I had really low expectations for it. And then when I watched it, I was like, okay, I actually enjoyed that a little bit more than I thought. But when you actually ask me, well, did you like it? I'd probably say no. I hated number 2, and number 3 I only liked because Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were in it. But even then, I have a lot of problems with it. Like, a lot of problems. My brother hates all of them. Nora, he hates all of them. But I did not like, I might buy number 3 just because of Tobey and Andrew Garfield, but that's pretty much it, though. And I don't like anything after Endgame, except for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And like I said, Civil War was just kind of, a lot of people talk very highly about it. I need to rewatch it to just fully judge it. Because I only saw it once, and I just remember it being, I kind of felt the entire Covey Accords was a little bit contrived, but it does make sense. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. Because obviously government likes to squeeze their butt into things and ruin it. My brain fried like an egg sounds delicious. I always wondered if that specific line of dialogue was also a reference to the fact that Thomas Wayne was a surgeon. I forgot if they ever specified whether he was or not in it, though. I think they did. Definitely was still a doctor, I think. Food for thought, if you ask me. Movie was shite, but Chadwick Boseman was perfect casting. Yeah, the political shit around Black Panther was not. Ugh, I need some water. Yeah, I didn't like that stuff, and I hated the fact that, oh, if you don't like this movie, you're racist. I hate that attitude. It's like, no, I didn't like the film because this is bad. I love Black Panther. Like, in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, he's one of my favorite characters. Like, obviously, I like Iron Man the most because it's just like, how can I not? That's the only reason. Like, I liked Iron Man a lot even before I saw the Iron Man movies, and I thought I was perfectly cast as Robert Downey Jr. And so I was just like, but the reason why I wanted to check out Iron Man was because I did really like him. But I really did love Black Panther in Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. He was one of my favorite characters in it. But I just don't think the movie was very good. But again, not because of Chadwick Boseman. Brie Larson, on the other hand, yeah, that was a big part. Like, even if the movie Captain Marvel was good, I don't think I'd like the casting of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. But like I said, I like it when she was Miss Marvel. Come on. Shoes.
silver. Oh, yeah, handle.
Every time I think I'm done, I see a little bit more green poking out, and it's like, what's even more sad is it's like if I zoom out, you guys won't even see this stuff, but I notice that that's the problem. Okay, there we go. I'm done. I'm gonna fold it up, and I'm gonna start working on Yuya. Oh, that's Lila. I forgot. She's gonna be here too. Yuya sketch. Line art. Actually, wait, no, just Yuya. I should probably put this paper back to white. Okay, 1 second, intermission. And I'm back, baby. Okay, let's refresh chat and get caught up on anything that we lost. Captain Marvel looks better in a black leotard. Brie Larson is also apparently awful to work with. Wasn't a fan much. None of them were apparently well written. I like Tom Holland movies well enough, but they'll never hold a candle to the Raimi trilogy. No, they will not. I shall return very soon. Me and my boyfriend are making breakfast. Oh, cute. Mabel, you all go to breakfast. Yes, have a very nice breakfast. Yeah, nothing beats the Sam Raimi. I'd even still say the Amazing trilogy was better. I like... it wasn't a trilogy because there's only 2 movies, if you're talking about the Andrew Garfield version. But I like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. Like, I don't like... Number 1 was just okay, but I actually really do like number 2. Number 2 is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, I liked it before I think everybody else did. Like, I think a lot of people like it even more now because they look back at it very fondly with nostalgia. But I actually really did like it as a kid. I just wish it was done a little better. Because I remember rewatching them with my mom because we were watching them. She actually does like, even though she didn't want me watching Spider-Man movies when I was younger, she does really like them now. The Sam Raimi ones and the Amazing ones. Like, those are the only few Superman movies she'll watch with me. That and Batman. But point being is that I remember her asking like questions like, oh, what's this, what's that? Well, it's like, well, they never had a sequel, so it's just like the movie was very messed up and it had a lot of flaws in it. But I still do like it. But I really do like the Sam Raimi one just as much. Me and my friend are trying to convince Ryan Coogler's Black Panther director new movie to watch the Ryan Coogler new movie. I didn't quite have the heart to tell her that I think the director's racist. Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Please explain. Yeah, like I said, I just don't like... I don't like how they do Wakanda and that, because for one thing, it's just like, well, Wakanda is like, okay, you're like, you wanting to say it's this beautiful and tech place, well, we'll just also kind of ignore the fact that countries that remain very isolated, like, weren't very, what am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Christmas Day countdown. So it's just like, okay, well, let's look past that. I have no problem with the concept of Wakanda, but the fact is, it's like, they were also, like, you can't just have it be both ways. You can't have it be, oh, this and that, and then it be a perfect, paradise, because it's like, no, Wakanda had a lot of flaws, and they acknowledged those flaws in the, Ultimate Spider-Man. No, Ultimate Spider-Man. Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It was very, xenophobic. They didn't let anybody, they were isolationists. They let the people in, and that was a bad thing. And also, they let all the African countries around them starve. Like, okay, they think, they're like, oh, you think America's so bad? It's like, there are countries right around you that are starving. And you're not doing anything to help them. Yet you think we should do more? It's like, you guys are apparently so great and wonderful. Why don't you do something? So it's just like, I have my issues with the... The YouTuber Little Platoon, he does a great review on Wakanda Forever. And he talks a little bit about Wakanda #1, and it really does sum up my oh, that ain't right. Oh, does sum up a lot of the issues that I have with. I'm gonna make this a little less vivid because I think it's distracting me. So I wasn't technically supposed to redesign you yet until this drawing, but I had to do him for my YouTube countdown. So I already did redesign him, and I'm pretty happy with it. Like, it's pretty, Yuya's is pretty much the same as when I first designed him. The only difference is that he's older now. So originally he was gonna be 14, but I wanted him Kaila is 17, so I wanted him a little closer to her age, so he is 15 now. He is also the most shonen character I've ever drawn, because he is based off of Yuma Sigma from Yuga's Exile, because it's based on that age when I was watching a whole bunch of shonen shows. Yes, yes. Oh. Yeah, I was the original Garfield fan. I have no nostalgia for Spider-Man 2. It wasn't very amazing. Who else is excited for Doom: The Dark Ages? Do not know what that movie is. So I cannot say if I don't think I watch very many movies. The only movie that I'm looking forward to this year, and I don't even know when it's announced, is of course Kimetsu no Yaiba. Call me a basic girl because, oh, you just like, so many people are like, Kimetsu no Yaiba isn't good writing, and like, okay. Kimetsu no Yaiba is overdone. Okay. It's like, you can say anything you want. I still like it. I still enjoy it. I don't care. It's like, I like what I like. See, that's the thing that people don't understand. I like what I like, and I don't like what I like, and it's my personal opinion. Like, so many people are like, I really like the Into the Cross the Spider-Verse films. It's like, that's cool. I enjoyed them when I watched them, and I still do kind of enjoy them, but overall, I don't think that they're great movies. That's just my opinion, and you can't change it. Or it's like, oh, Spider-Man 2, that's not a good movie. It's like, okay, I still like it. So it's like, I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change my opinion. I'm not gonna let someone else change my mind on something. Like, I even like even sometimes when I don't want to like something, like, I actually do like the Hunger Games prequel movies, even with everything Rachel Zegler said, but at the same time, I don't like I don't like the actors that are in it. There's Rachel Zegler and one other actor. The actor who played Snow, though, he was good. Anyway. A little Batoon. I saw a little Batoon's Wakanda Forever. Good video. Oh, yeah. Gotta drive to my grandparents so now, so I'll be listening for an hour. But yeah, I never liked how they address Wakanda, just letting the African country, every country's going to slaves. I don't know what. I don't know if you know what Wizardry is, but it is what the idea of Wakanda is. Oh, never mind. I gotta wait for another couple hours. Has Marisu ever heard of Doom? No, I have not. Wait. Like, you mean, like, what do you mean when you say Doom? Like the comic book character? Like, I have heard of him, but I've never watched him. But yeah, Wakanda letting the technicians make you wonder who really built Wakanda. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like I said, I don't think they really think the movie through because I think it's like I think they just see, oh, this is so cool. But it's like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't think you thought it out through. He just ain't looking right, folks. I'm just gonna do the sketch of him. I'm not gonna do any line art. Oh, you mean the video game Doom? Okay, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out what his eye shape would be because it's like I drew him with one eye winking and then the other eye ear. And I like how I did it, but I just can't put my foot on what the eye would be shaped like. Like, I know what Yuma Tsukuma's like, and I know what... But, like I said, he is based off of him, but that doesn't mean that I want it to be exactly like his. I'm also trying to make him look not like a girl! Wakanda forever. Every ever African country, am I choked you? Yeah. Call me a weirdo, but I just don't think that the ever country should have probably been struggling. All the Doom movies and them are worth walking. I recommend the game though. Yeah, like I said, I'm not very much of a gamer girl, so it's like, so I don't think I got a lot of autumn games to play too. I've always been curious. Am I stupid for thinking the red A sign reminds me of Alvin and Chipmunks? You mean the A right here? Yeah, I mean it does kind of. See, this was what I did for my Christmas countdown. I drew one character per day counting down to Christmas. I can't believe I actually finished it. And then this is what the end result looked like. I'm pretty proud of it. Like, not all the characters, like, he looks awful, but some of them I'm very proud of, and they don't all look good, but I'm very still proud of it because it's like I actually finished it. I've always been... It looks... Fake Grammar Girl moments. Why do I always draw the eyes low? I mean, I guess. I mean, like I said, I'm still learning, so I'm not that good at drawing, but at the same time, it's like, is it that low? I mean, I don't know, if I raise it up, it looks weird. Whatever. This is just this. I'll figure it all out when I get there. Right now, this is just the sketch. And right now, my main goal is to make him look not like a girl. I have been getting very much better at drawing men and boys, as you can see. But at the same time, there's just still some things that I struggle in. I imagine the eyes are too low to make room for the hair. It's not that low. I would just raise them up where the eyes are below the top of the ear line, or maybe lowered the forehead a bit. Okay, let's try that. Oh, nothing's select. There we go. Raise it up a little bit. And like I said, I need to really practice my anatomy and stuff, so if anyone ever tells me, oh, you did this wrong, I'll just be like, okay, guess I need to still practice. We're still a baby sheep when it comes to art. But yeah, his hair does take a lot of real estate, folks. Well, hopefully his forehead won't look that big when I put in the bangs. For some reason, I'm always prepositioned to do things that are hard. This music's just making me think I'm in the Fantasia world in Kingdom Hearts, Dreamed Out Distance. So originally I envisioned Yuya when I first making Yuya, uh he originally just had orange hair because it was supposed to look like a flame. But then I thought of adding a little bit of a green to it because I thought it'd be so funny if he looks like a carrot, a walking carrot. So that's what his head is based off of, folks. He's supposed to look like a carrot. And the flame. So like a little bit of a sunburst flame. There we go.
It's a little big, but I'll fix that up when I'm actually doing the line art.
The art sheep is still a lamb, but she's Mary's little lamb. I belong to no one named Mary. Okay, now to try to think of some clothes for it. Okay, folks, I said I was gonna sketch him out, but I really think I probably should come back to him just leave it at that, because it's like I really need to think a little bit more because I have no idea what his clothes will do. I might even do the clothes off screen and just do, when I do come back to the live stream, I would be doing those the line art and not do the sketch for him. So I'm gonna go back to doing Kaila for a bit, and then I think I will call it. How long have I been streaming for, folks? 2 hours. It's about normal. It's about, yeah. We're gonna call off Yuya because should I work on the sketch for Lila? Nah, I don't feel like it. So yep, I'm just gonna open up Kaila again. We'll work a little bit more on her, folks. Redraft for 2024, but by the time I finish it, obviously not. There is no ifs or ands or buts. It is. It's a fact. His hair is like a super sand, but discount because it's green. Oh, Mary, so we all belong to. I don't. I'm a. Yeah. Glad I can make the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see. Well, like I said, I'm not done quite yet. I'm still gonna go a little bit. I'm just figuring out what I should do. Because it's like, I don't want to leave yet because it's like, I usually go a little bit longer. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm figuring out where I should go from here. Because it's like, all of this stuff takes a long time to do. So I think you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to close this and I'm going to see what else there is that I can work on. Because, although the only problem is if I open up something else, then I might want to. You know what? I think I'll work on this. Should be fun. It's just something that I did for fun. It was supposed to be a sketch that I made when I got my Attack on Titan jacket. So I'm gonna work on this because it's like it's been here for a long time and it needs to. Where'd my pen go? Great goop stop! I lost my pen.
Technical difficulties here, folks. We seem to have misplaced the pen. Where did it go?
Oh, there. No, that's my other pen. That's a real pen. That won't work. That's my old Wacom pen. Oh my goodness, I just had it. I was holding it and then I put it down. Where did it go? I didn't hear it drop. Well, I didn't want to end the stream now, but it might have to, because I can't find my pen. Where did it go? I think I hear a doggy. Darn it! Where did it go? Where did it go? How can I lose something? I'm gonna look for one more second, folks. I don't want to end the stream like this. Where did it go? I'm literally looking on the floor because I don't know where else it would be. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Dear me, where could the matter be? Dear. Me. Mary didn't lose her lamb. Mary lost her pen. Ow! Ouch! Ah! Have you ever had one of those moments where you just want to... I'm strangling myself with my own headphones. Why? I got too many wires. Okay, we're gonna unplug my phone. Oh man, I really am. This isn't a joke. Ow! Okay, there we go. Okay, I nearly strangled myself with my pen, and I nearly cracked my head open on my desk, looking for my stupid pen to my tablet. Where did it go? Oh, there. Why? I'm an idiot. This is where it was, folks. It was right on my keyboard. I'm not well. I'm not well. Yes, I huff and puff like that anytime. It blended in with my stupid keyboard. Anyway, we're gonna sketch something up a little. Yes, to answer your question earlier, yes, I do have an Attack on Titan's jacket. It is green and it has the Wings of Freedom on it, and it is awesome. I love it. So I wanted to always sketch me in it, so that's what I'm gonna do right here, right now. You know what? I'm just gonna make this like a messy drawing because it's like I don't really care if it looks nice. So I'm gonna do this actually straight to the line art. Raster size this. Raster size this. Don't blame all of womankind for me being a This is not a woman thing, this is a me thing, folks. Attack on Titan is one of those animes that's like, it got really popular and was just overblown, and then it was kind of that anime that was cool to hate because it's like, it got so popular that everybody hated it. And it ended up losing a lot of its fan base due to its long hiatus and stuff, but I actually did end up liking it, and this is one of my favorite now. Which is why I bought the jacket. I also bought the jacket for another reason too. I wanted to wear an anime jacket, but my mom always like, you should grow up and wear some adult clothing, and like, I don't want to. So it's like, I compromise with her. I'm wearing this Attack on Titan jacket that, is a little too big on me. But it doesn't look that anime-ish. Like, unless you know what Attack on Titans is, I'm still gonna blame women. Yes, it's true. I'm not retarded. I'm a sheep. Aeon T is the closest we'll get to a World War I anime. Waz is like, I want to wear armor. I think you'd be arrested if you wore armor where you are, Wads. Okay. My brother actually bought it from Gambison. He didn't. I don't think he ended up wearing it though because he wanted to wear it to a Renaissance fair. He ended up he ended up he ended up he ended up not wearing it though because it was a little too hot. When my hair is up like this, it kind of looks like it kind of does make me look a little bit like Hanji's eye. She just wears it up in a ponytail though. Also kind of looks a little bit like Riza Hawkeye from the anime Fullmetal Alchemist. Not gonna lie. I don't think the clip would be showing. But no, it actually does look like this. But that's kind of the only thing that looks like this when it comes to me. Because, hate this. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not quite this fin. I wish I was. At one time I was. Now the sheep has put on some wool. Sad to say. There we go. Closest thing to my armor I have is Army M8. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but I mean, that's cool. Why would Wads get arrested? Yeah, it's the UK. Wad sadly lives in the UK, folks. And then shave it off. Forehead. I'm losing my touch, folks. I better lose my touch because I just got a commission offer and I want to draw nicely. I think that's also one reason why, is because I am kind of rushing a little bit because it's like I don't want to end the stream, but at the same time I want to get to drawing those commissions. Ah, American Army field jacket. Cool, that's what I figured. Like, literally, I knew that's what you meant, but it's like I didn't know 100% sure, and I didn't know what kind. Like, I wasn't sure if you meant, okay, so it's like, I wasn't sure if it's like, okay, what generation, World War II, World War I, Civil War. Yes, folks, I have zipper eyes, see? I grabbed the wrong brush by mistake. Why? It's like I know what position the eyes should be in. What? Darn! Ah, nuts! I exited out! How did I do that? Why didn't it give me the option to save? Stupid hump! Right when I think it's gonna be a good day, folks. Let's see where I am at the stream. I'm at 2 hours. I'm gonna try to redo it. M81 is a camo type. DU is a battle dress uniform. If you see military videos in the 1980s and 90s, that the armor doesn't take place in Iraq. Okay. They're very nice, actually. Wearing mine right now. I also need to lose weight, which is why I've slowly been doing push-ups and walking more. Very good. I can't do push-ups. Health reasons, but also I'm just not built for it. I wear mine to hunt. Zipper eyes sounds like a made-up slur. Does sound like a slur. I think the M8 DU was filmed between 1981 and 2008, but I could be totally wrong. Yes. So anyway, let's get back to work. I'm gonna do the eyes first, folks. I'm gonna get a nice texture pen actually because, like I said, this is just gonna be a quick sketch. Oh, I just got a notification for a Bible verse for the Book of Revelations. It's probably a sign. Yeah. Yeah, Nora would do that. He would also be screaming in my ear, but like I said, he's asleep right now. There we go, that's better. I think it was just the hair. I think it was, okay, this is Christmas music. That is also Christmas music. That is 60-minute classical music. I don't think I want to listen to that anymore because I just got done listening to that. Wall push-ups are a good hack to doing that. I don't care what mom and dad have to say, they work. We are indeed very close. Nora would be doing all sorts of war crimes movies here, folks. That's why he's not. Nora's too lame to wake up with the cool kids, folks. I am curious, if you guys don't mind saying. If you don't, that's fine. But what time is it where you guys are at? Right now it's 9. But I started the stream at 6:45. I actually started on time. Because I am curious. Because that was one thing that was like when I was negotiating was my friend who's commissioning me, it was like, she's still up, but then I was like, oh yeah, she lives on the West Coast, so, she would, it would be earlier for her. But, yeah, at the same time, I go to bed pretty early. I go to bed around, usually between 10:30 and about 11:30. I don't usually stay up any later than 11:30. I'm gonna put on my, sheep cover for a minute because I'm gonna look up something that I do not want to be seen. There we go. Stream cover can come off now. Just gotta make There we go. That's my jacket, folks. That is the jacket that I own. And like I said, it's very nice. It's a very nice, it's actually a real jacket, so meaning it can be worn for cold weather. Obviously not winter weather because it's a jacket, it's not a coat. But it can be worn like a real jacket, and it's very nice, and it's very, very reminiscent of the ones that the. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad I did delete that. It wasn't my intention, but I am glad I did because I'm doing it way better now, folks. It's like when you suck at drawing you suck so much at art, you suck at drawing yourself. Heyo, Mabel! Why does the artist, anyway, getting caught. Spaz Spacer says it's 10, pre-noon for me, 10 a.m., 9, Central, Central Memphis Rise, the Razor Grid, true. 10:09, 10 now. Why does the artistic sheep have a mustache? Because haven't you guys seen that meme of, you know, like a stereotypical French artist where he has like the smock and the little beret and he has like the mustache and stuff? That's what I'm based off of. Because I thought it'd be so. Well, originally I just drew myself as a sheep, for a joke. So does anyone know why I chose the name sheep? In addition to the fact that I just like sheep. Because I really do like sheep, but I wouldn't say they're probably my favorite animal. My favorite animals, like obviously I love so many animals. Like I like elephants, I love dogs, I love cats. But obviously, when it comes to like farm animals, I think I like pigs a little bit more, but the artistic pig kind of doesn't roll off the tongue. But there's never reasons, in addition to me just liking sheep, I picked sheep for a different reason. Does anyone know why? Don't want to be seen? How lewd. Neat jacket. Welcome back to the office. It looks like it was either a weeb or a gamer girl, and she pulled the weeb straw. Say besides autism. Anyway, the reason why I say the reason why I call myself the artistic sheep is because you know, that saying of counting sheep to go to sleep and stuff like that. So I told that to my friend in Spain, and there they don't have that idiom. So she liked it, and then now now we both refer to ourselves as sheep, and anytime we're saying goodnight, we say night sheep and stuff like that. So I've kind of like brought on this persona of being a sheep. And then I thought it'd be fun when I wanted to change my name, because my YouTube name, well, my very first YouTube channel was called Rio Kamishiro Melu Kaila. Don't ask me why I chose that name. I just thought it'd be fun. But then when I got a new YouTube account, because I got a separate account, because I was like, I wanted to save that one for singing, horrible, horrible singing. And then I wanted to use this one for drawing. But then I discontinued my singing account. It's gone. You can't find it. And then my, this account became my art account, and I was first doing traditional art, and it was Saika Ichigo Kamishiro, and then later on I added the Arc Light because I really like the Arc Light brothers from Yuki Zexel. But then I realized I didn't really want my YouTube name to be attached to an anime anymore, plus I didn't really like Madoka Magica anymore, so I didn't really want it to be Sayaka, and I still like Tokyo Mew Mew, and I still love Yugi Zexel, but it's just like, I didn't really want my name attached to a specific show. So I changed it to Merisu, which is a mix between my real name and the Japanese version of the name Alice, Arisu. And then I chose sheep because the whole sheep persona thing that I built was my friend. So that's why I chose Merisu the Art Sheep. And at first I just drew the sheep icon as a joke for my friend, and it was just something private. But then I thought, oh, let's add a little bit of a stereotypical French beret and a stereotypical palette and mustache, and now I'm an art sheep. So there you have it. That's why I'm called Merisusheep Art Sheep. Why am I giving myself shorts? I don't wear shorts. I wear jeans. I wear long pants. It's not a bad start. I want to go to sleep, sheep heart. Oh, if I ever make content, I'm probably gonna be Ace Combat, where my username comes from. Ah. Cool. It's really just fun kind of doing this kind of sketchy art. I say sketchy like if it's something bad. But it really is fun doing this kind of art. I'll probably be wrapping up the stream as soon as I'm done with this. Like I said, this is just going to be a sketch drawing, so it's not going to be that detailed because there's no reason for it to be detailed. My content would be about games, movies, and TV. I'm going to start working at a post office soon. The first real job I'm going to have. Oh, I hope it goes well for you, Mabel. I wish you all the best. And don't worry, Mabel, whatever Nora Vanguard says about you, I don't believe. That's a joke. That is a joke. Okay. Now to start making this look like an actual Attack on Titan jacket. Did I save? I think I did. I gotta see if I checked. Wait, I'm on the wrong. No, that's a subcolor. There we go. Oh, still forgot some details. Username wise, I really got lazy and put my first name and last name because I had no ideas. My contact would be me giving my random takes on movies and games. Would probably be something plain for a username. Consider Snoopy Rap. Oh, you save little sheep. Well, yeah, I usually do save my artwork, obviously, if we're talking about that, but, I usually do it after I make a certain amount of progress. Because I usually am not that stupid where I take off that much. Make that a little bit narrow so my mouth doesn't look like a gaping chasm. There we go. Gonna turn up the music a little bit more because oh, this is Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. No wonder it's still going. I mean, I love classical music, don't get me wrong. But it is long. I think I might want to not undo my turning up. There we go. Now let's see if I know I made a Wings of Freedom patch before, so I gotta see if I saved anything. I did not, but I think I still have access to it because I didn't get rid of the folder when I drew it. So I'm gonna close up this, don't save. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Beethoven makes me feel very classy. I don't really see myself making any content. Then I changed my username because the Arc Novus, because ever since I was a kid I wanted something new, and Novus is Latin, roughly kind of new and usual. Cool. I don't really see myself making content these days. I tried a while back on Newgrounds, but it didn't really go anywhere because I wasn't really mentally sound enough to do it properly. Oh. Oh, excuse me. We'll change it to Lipus, Latin for bunny. It's just Latin for technical pertaining to an art. It can also be used as a noun to refer to technician or engineer, which is why I choose, because of my current career field being an automotive technician. Cool. Why would you change it to bunny? Says Arc. Okay, anyway, let's look for what I'm looking for. Nope. Snow White. Injustice. You can get rid of this, get reacquainted to my... Oh yeah, that's right, it's at the bottom, because it was the one I did first. There we go. Attack on Titan. Could have done a little better on the face for that one, but it was very hard for me to it's the logo. Background, there we go. No, wait. Let's open the wrong folder. There we go. Cheat! I cheated. I mean, I drew it once, I think. I forget. Did I draw this or did I trace it? I don't think I traced it. I think I drew it myself. Yeah, I think I drew it myself. Gotta take open that stream cover again, because I accidentally... Don't you guys feel so classy listening to Beethoven? This is probably the most culture you've gotten in this weekend, you swines. This is my current expression of you guys. I joke, I joke. Lepus. I tried my hand at contact point before May 15th. That's when the new dome comes out. Perfect opportunity. Cool. I'll probably have wife, children, great-grandchildren by the time Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. Doom Dark Age actually has a release date. Yeah. Yeah, I've always heard of that game being long delayed. Song makes me think the world's gonna end. Well, one day. I like Mozart more. Yeah, I like them both, but I do listen to Beethoven more just because of his music being a little bit more iconic. But maybe that's just my personal... I'm very cultured, little sheep. I push rock up a hill every Wednesday. Oh please, I listen to real military marches from all over the world. Our sheep, you swine. Me brother, may I have some oats? It's really fun in chat today. Anyway, gotta figure out where the logo goes. I actually did take a picture of me in real life, making the same pose. I think then I was wearing shorts. That's why I thought of drawing me in short. Because I got this jacket when summer was just starting, so I mostly just wore it around inside the house because it gets, air conditioning, so it's pretty cold sometimes in the summer. But I didn't really wear it outside that much because it was like I said, it was just starting to turn into summer, so it wasn't really weather appropriate. But now it is. But actually now it's a little too, well, I mean, it was a little too cold, but I think it's getting to the point where it's getting a little warmer. I think my brother says we're in like the fall spring. So how the weather works here for us in our den parts of the world is because so you have winter. It's cold, and it takes a while to get cold. Like, but in Christmas, around Christmas time, it's still kind of warm. But then it gets colder around it, and then in January, it just plummets to like polar vortex level. And then at the end of January, it will start. The snow will melt. It will start getting warmer. It'll be like in the 50s, and you're like, oh my goodness, spring is here. And then, in fact, it will be like that till mid-February, and then it will drop again like a rock, and it will be snowing all the way up until March. Then it will get spring weather for 5 seconds. Then it will be hot summer. And then, finally, in autumn, it will drop again. And it will be perfect. It will feel like autumn. Everything will be fine. Everything will be beautiful. And then it will be frozen cold winter again. It lasts for about autumn lasts like hardly at all. Spring lasts for about 5 seconds. And summer and winter are like the longest. And you get these like false moments where you get like false spring where you think it's gonna be spring, and then you get this like false autumn where you think it's gonna be autumn, but then it gets hot again, and then like I said, then it just plummets. And then, but once it starts plummeting, like in autumn, it's like it definitely gets cold. And it's like, oh, it's been hot for so long, but now it just drops, and it's like 60s. Then it's the 50s, and then it's the 40s and stuff, and it's like, oh, you're really cold. But then, when you start getting around Christmas, it's like, okay, this is cold, but it's like, it's not cold enough. I want snow. And you're like, oh, you don't get it. And then it's like, oh, I guess it won't be snowing for Christmas, oh well. And then it's like, it's still not very cold. I mean, it's colder than it was, but it's still not like cold. So you're just kind of like wondering. And then, like I said, it plummets. So that's how it works around here, them parts, folks. I'm gonna This looks a little too crisp. I'm gonna draw over it. Make it look a little bit more sketchy. So that way it can be one of the group. I really hate the cold. Being from Nevada makes you feel like a lizard stuck in a blizzard. We literally had snow in upstate Florida. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I love Vivaldi. I do love Vivaldi. Four Seasons are the best. I have heard a little bit of his other ones, but I haven't really heard. Four Seasons are my favorite. That's how the North weather is. They had a blizzard in Louisiana 2 weeks, and it's like 70 out right now. It's only ever snows after Christmas. That sounds a lot like Florida weather. Yeah. like, a couple times when we gone to Branson, like, we always take vacations, like, around in the fall when we do take vacations. But, like, when I was going to, like, Branson and stuff, it was, like, we don't really know what to pack because it's, like, okay, it is technically south from us, but it's, like, I don't know... how cold it will be. Because it's like, so it's like, it's very confusing. Like, when you go to Florida, you pretty much know what to pack, even if it's in autumn. If you go to the east, up northeast, just pack all your winter clothing. It was always easier for us to travel down Florida than it was to up east, even though we liked going up northeast better, because just the way we were. But it was easier to going down to Florida because you had to bring less clothes. There we go. Now it doesn't look so crisp and clean. Looks more sketchy. Probably a little too big. Probably should shrink it a little bit. I also learned that last summer the desert is colder than Louisiana. Oh, wow. The hottest place, I think, on Earth is a place called Death Valley. It's in California. I was reading about it. It is so hot, they do not, and during the summertime, they have a warning. Do not go in past 10 a.m. You will roast alive. It is an oven. I don't even think much lives around there. Because it's so hot. Okay. There we go. See, this is also, even the sketchy thing is really fun. I'm not good at it because I keep on having the desire to clean up this, touch up that. Oh, that's not right. It has to be sketchy. It's like, I'm like the equivalent of, artistic wise, I'm like the equivalent of that person who spends 15 hours on their hair just to make it look like they put no effort in their hair. That is what I am, folks. That line should be down. Okay, now I'll make this a little bit smaller. Maybe not that small, because it is pretty big. Because they didn't have this in a female's, so I got this is a male's jacket. A lot of women were wearing it though, but it is technically only came in male sizes, so I just got like a male. I think I got a medium. I should have probably gotten a small, all things considered, but I didn't want to return it. Plus, I kind of liked the fact that it was a little big on me. But all in all, I probably should have not gotten that size. Because it probably is just a wee bigger than I want. But at the same time, it's a little bit, it's not like big in the cuffs. I mean, it's not tight in the cuffs, but it's like, I feel like if I got a small, it might be. The only reason why I got a medium was because, reviewer said that she gave her heights, and it was like, okay, that's about the same height as me, and was about the same weight as. She was like lighter weight than me, and she's saying that she got a medium and it was just right for her. And I'm just thinking, it's like, okay, she either likes her stuff running big, which is possible, or she was lying. It's amazing how different the eyes look just if you point it in a different direction. Okay. Now for some quick coloring. Very quick. Like I said, we're going for a real sketchy look. So it's okay if it's not perfect. You can't spell woman without man. How true. And you can't spell men without me. That's what I love it when they were doing that one campaign. It's like, you can't spell hero without her. It's like, you can't spell her without he. Is this cover meant to be up? No! It wasn't! You guys missed everything! You guys missed everything! Oh, I wish you would have said something sooner! I'm such a moron! We can't see the drawing. Can you see it now? My goodness. No! How much did you get? Oh man! Here I am just talking to the void. You guys weren't seeing what I'm supposed to be doing. How long was it like that? Oh, I guess it was like that since I looked up the code the second time. Oh man! Great sheeps almighty! Yes, we can see the drawing now. Yes, I can see it. Oh man, I wish I would have noticed sooner! Darn it! I want to refuse the cusp, but I'm trying not to. Why am I such a moron? No big deal. You say that, but it will be on my epitaph, I know it. Here's Merisusheep, the art chief. She never did figure out how to string properly. Well, anyway, let's just finish coloring this up. And then, after this, I'm gonna work on my commission while listening to J-pop music while watching true crime. I was busy counting sheep. It's almost 10 o'clock and Nora's probably still asleep. Did he stream last night, folks? Like, does anybody watch my brother? Like, did he stream last night? I didn't know if he did. I just woke up in a dream and someone was trying to kill me and aw, that's scary. I had this one really bad dream one time. I was like in this satanic ritual being sacrificed. It was awful. Yeah, I didn't think he did because I don't think I saw it in my notifications. He didn't. It's normal for night owls. Yes, he is a night owl. It's kind of fun coloring outside of the lines. Well, not outside, but you know what I mean. Not to the lines. It's fun using all these textured brushes. So here's the fun thing about my hair, folks. My hair is dark brown. It's not light brown, it's dark brown. But if it gets into the sun very much, it does look really light. And then sometimes you'll even see flecks of like red in it. I always wanted red hair when I was younger. My mom's, and I always said I was gonna dye it. My mom was always like, "Don't do it. You have such lovely hair. Don't do it." And it's like, now I wouldn't dye it because one, I'm lazy. Two, I do know that dyeing your hair can be really damaging on it. So it's just like, I'm not going to. I did use spray-on dye one time. It was sticky. It was fun, but it was sticky. And I did for 4th of July. And it was one pigtail was red and one was blue. It didn't look very good because see, since my hair is so dark, I'd have to like bleach it a lot before I did it, and I know that's not good for it, so I'm not gonna do it. But I always wanted red hair, and my mom was like, well, your hair technically already has a red tint to it. And I never saw it when I was younger, but I actually do see it. It does kind of have some flakes of like red in it. This is them country hick music we're listening to, folks. Nah. No. He may have not streamed last night, but I can guarantee you he probably didn't go to bed. He'd be that way. I'm gonna get a... Oh, this is nice. Ooh, this is really thick and creamy. For some reason it sounds dirty when I say it that way. Okay, let's draw the blue. I really do like the crest of the Wings of Freedom. It's a really nice crest design. Yes, but I like my Attack on Titan jacket because it allows me to be a weeb without being a little too obvious. Oh, I just like, well, except for the red bits. Mine are just turned almost blonde. I notice sometimes I have strands of red hair when I grow facial hair. Music provides the yee-haw, the haw to my yee. This ain't hick but music. Put on some CCR Skinner. Johnny Rebel. YouTube will not like that. Yes, they don't. I imagine a Alec Baldwin kind of guy loaded a gun beforehand and caused an accident like IRL. Boink. Yes, let's try to keep the stream appropriate. No crude jokes. No too much cussing, folks. Although I know I can't stop you guys very well. The only word I will not allow in my stream, I ended up fumbling the ball when I was saying it last time, because I was still kind of coming off medication, so I was kind of hazed in my brain. I was also paying attention to Gotham. I meant playing Batman Arkham, but it's like, the only word I won't allow in my stream is do not say Jesus Christ's name in vain. Do not. If you want to say it somewhere else, but don't say it here. Or even God that much. I don't like when people say that. Call me whatever you want, but that's my rules. Oh, okay, almost done. Add a little bit of shading to my skin. My skin isn't this light. I don't know why I made it that light. I mean, my skin's like some points it looks kind of darker, but other times it doesn't. Because it's like, there are definitely some times where I look like an Italian. Like just an Italian. Because there's some times where, like, there's some Italians that look darker than me. Ooh, that was really fun, even though you guys didn't get to see all of it. I really do like drawing this way. It's just kind of relaxing. Thank you for coming to my brief concession of doo-doos of Sishinso Sasagyo. That's probably my favorite opening. Like, that's the one that's the most Attack on Titan. Like, I really did like number 1, but Shinzo Sasagyo is very good, but I also like My War. I love My War. I like all the openings, actually. The only one I didn't like for a long time was Red Swan, but that one's grown on me a lot, actually. I really do. I almost forgot my glasses. I actually like that a lot more now. So yeah, I feel like all the endings and openings, because like Call Your Name was never ending that I didn't really like, but I actually do listen to it now and I do like it. I'm gonna be getting a makeover pretty soon. By makeover, I mean I'm gonna get new glasses and I'm gonna get my hair cut. So I might look different than what I do like hair now. Like this still looks kind of vaguely like me, but it won't for long. I might, because I'm not sure if I'll cut my hair. My mom doesn't want me to. She likes my hair the way it is, but it's like it's kind of getting annoying. But yeah. Let's see. Gurren no Yumi, love. Jinyo Sabasa, I really do like it, but probably not as much. Some people even hate it. I don't hate it. I think it is a good song. And then Shinzo Sasagio, excellent. I love it. No one actually calls these songs by the German names. It's funny because when you actually look at the official credits for like the English version of Attack on Titans, the ones you get on DVD, the names for the songs are the German names because Revo, the producer of the songs, made them all in German, and it's like no one calls them that. And then then after Shinzo Sasagio, it's Red Swan. Like I said, I didn't really like that one, but it's grown on me a lot more. And then after Red Swan, it's then I really do like it, but what is it? Oh, Linked, not Link. Yeah, this one. Shokei to Shinkabane no Michi. I butchered that to death. I really do like that one. But it is, and I like it a lot more now, but it is it's harder for me to hum that one, like, like, I started end up humming, like, it's got a lot of callbacks to 1 and 2, and I started humming that, so it's, like, it's very hard for me to do that one. And then after that, it's, my, War, which I love. It is very different though. And then it is Rumbling, which I like. My brother hates it. He thinks it sounds edgy, which I guess is kind of the point. And then after that, it's if you saw the openings for when it was aired on television, it would be Under the Tree, and then Saigo no Kyojin, Last Titan, which I think those sound really good too. Let's put a filter over this. Destroyed. Effects, pencil drawing. There we go. But yeah, overall, I really do. Go away, spammer. I really do like, I really do like, there we go, that's nice. I really do like a lot of the, openings. As for endings, I like a lot of them, but my favorite one will be Akumanoko. I love that one. Shock is also good. Anyway, let's get caught up with chat before I leave. Anti-chat led to be a covert weep. Now, for some reason, my PC fans are having problem. Oh, fans. As in, like, blowing fans. I was like, what? I was thinking fans as in, like, you know, fans of something. Didn't know. I hope they get fixed. Didn't know Sheep was running a Christmas Minecraft server. Got it. Wait, what? I don't get that. I mean, I got my rules for my grandparents' house for these streams. Keeping cussing to a minute and speaking respectfully. Oh, Christian Minecraft server. Just came back from a walk. Very nice artwork. Thank you. Sheep's avatar has a green grass behind her. No! I gotta change that now. I can't have that be that. I'm gonna change it. Tis doo-doo-dooing. You guys Italians? I call you little sing whenever stupid. I call you little sing or whatever stupid, but I actually kind of like it. Italian. Sheep was doo-doo-doo. I was doo shepherd. What about the endings? These are confused with Just wanted to say, oh, thank you. I don't really agree, but thank you for sounding my voice sweet. Yeah, but as for endings, like I said, I like, Beautiful Cruel World's okay. I do like it, but it's not my favorite. I do like Great Escape a lot, and then I like, I'm trying to remember them all by heart, so that way I can prove I'm a real fan. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! No Tori. It was really weird when I first heard it, but I really do like it now. It's interesting that it's in English. Didn't know it actually at first glance. And then I really like, I love Akutsuno of the Requiem. No, Akutsuno Requiem. Yeah, Requiem of the Dawn. I really do love that one. Like, that one's amazing. And then that would probably be my second favorite. And then, of course, I love Your Name. Call Your Name is good. That one is a good one, but it's not my favorite. It took me a long time to actually even like that one. And then Akutsu. Shock is really good. That would probably be my third favorite, and then my most favorite would be Akuma no Ko. And trying to think of what it's after Akuma no Ko. I don't think there was any ending. Wait. Because after that they did specials. So I'm trying to think. I got a playlist around here somewhere. Sounds like I can type in. Yes, I made an entire theme playlist, folks. Red Swan. Oh, Name of Love, not Call Your Name. Okay, now that's what it's called. I was close. Shock. Akuma no Ko. Oh, okay. After that is just To You. I can't pronounce that, but it's To You in the year 2000 or something like that. And then also what's the other one? Itarashi. I like the Itarashi a lot too. So I love those a lot. So yeah, probably Akuma no Ko, and then Nissan, the You into Year 2000, and then Itarashi and Shock would probably be my 4 favorites. Anyway, that I'm pretty sure I am done with the everything. I finished the drawing. I hope you like it. At least just see. Only thing to see if I caught up with Strat. I just wanted to say it was sweet place. I don't watch a lot of anime, but I noticed a lot of animes have better endings than openings. I mean, I like a lot of anime openings. It depends. It really depends for me. Sustain is also great. Ghost in the Shell. Berserk anime OSTs are peak. Oh yeah, I haven't watched Berserk, but I have heard some of the OSTs that are good. Only exception I've seen to the rule was One Punch Man and Samurai Champloo. The OPs for those were way better. Name of Love is good. Ever played Bravely Default games? They have a nice composer. No, I've never played them. Art Novas, they're really get the details right, because those animes, but I call their music the Himalayas, because it was also peak. Do you like it? Have a good morning, Marisu, to the chat. Yep, well, like I said, that was pretty much the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like do all the YouTube things, I will be back with another drawing, hopefully soon. Well, actually not necessarily, because I got all these commissions to do now, so I probably won't be doing another drawing until February. But until then, goodbye, be safe, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Bye!